John Yoder and Jenny Yoder, and we're traveling back from Mississippi, and just thought about sharing a story of my childhood life, maybe my teenage life, to where somebody might benefit from it, as far as how it is it's called Rumspringa, what Rumspringa really is. But I'm just going to share a little story of thinking back of my teenage life of Saturday nights we would leave, and it was always a thing as Rumspringa. So we would leave on a Saturday night to go to town, which was a small town named Arthur. And so we had a pool hall where we would go in, and sometimes if we had enough money, we would go in and buy us a sandwich. And my favorite thing was mushrooms. I loved their fried mushrooms. And so after the kids would get together in the pool hall, we would play pool, or there was also the I can't think of those machines, but anyway,
pinball?
Yes, pinball machines, and Pac-Man. They had Pac-Man there too. So yeah, we would play there, and then eventually you would find out kind of where the girls' bunch was at. And so sometimes it wasn't really fit to be out, especially in the wintertime. And I remember one time when it was so blitz cold out, and there was probably, it was kind of like a winter storm, really. And yeah, I left with my horse, and after I left town that night, that Saturday night, it was not fit to be out. But we did, leave. There was quite a bit of us kids that actually left, and we tried to get into a driveway. And I still remember getting in through the driveway. About halfway through, my horse finally decided it's too much and just stopped and could not pull the buggy anymore. That's how high the drifts were. And were we really dedicated or motivated to go to the girls' bunch or party or whatever it was called? Action, I think that's what we called it back in the day. However, I was more motivated to leave and go get alcohol or drugs. And at that time, I had long enough hair that probably some kids would have recognized me as a girl. So it's all those foolish things that I thought was cool things, and really it wasn't cool to be out there, because I could have froze to death because it was blowing snow. And if I remember right, it was down around 7 or 8 above. And so the next morning we couldn't even leave to get out of the driveway, because we had to focus on just getting my buggy out of the driveway. We unhitched and got the horse into the barn, but the buggy was still stuck out in the driveway as it drifted more that evening. And it was kind of silly. And my main point is, back in the day, we were so diehard of, hey, we got to leave. This is Saturday night. We go find out where the party is at. We go find out where the girls' bunch is at, which they would call that action. Where was the action? That was always the story. And so, my main point is, we don't have to be motivated to go out and get drunk or do drugs, but how much action and motivation do we put in to go out and share the gospel, or to be a witness for Jesus? And it's way better life to live that life than it is to go out and get drunk, or to kill somebody, or to overdose and kill yourself, to buying drugs, doing drugs, and all that kind of stuff, and ended up in behind bars where there really is no life in behind bars. Even though I now have friends or people behind bars that I minister to after I turned my life around. But yes, there is more to life than going out, living the lifestyle of a drunk or of a druggie. And that is to live for Jesus, because that is the only way that you can have life, and life more abundantly, and to have peace within. So those are just just some of the stories of the foolishness of life that you can choose that is not so good, because there's days that you regret of spending all that money of drugs and alcohol where you could have saved it for a future house or a better life ahead, versus what you just did. But that's part of life called Rumspringa. Have a good day.